He's a good boy. Come on then. Where's he? Where's the ball?
He loves you, Sarah. He loves you.
Oh, Robin, you
Put it here.
Oh, go on then, Bob. Come on then. Where's he? Ready? Ready? Not Amber. Amber, sit.
Thank you.
He says I'm ready.
Robson's ready.
It's been a while since we've seen Penny and Robson, and obviously you can see from down here, Robson's gotten rather large, and this is Umber, and Umber is equally large, but she's retired now, isn't she?
He has, yes.
Come on then, back
Sit.
your bum.
Sit.
There.
Wait. Robson, sit.
Now, we've just watched Robson playing in his play pool. What's the significance of the play pool? The water and everything.
Basically, as a guide dog, we're not encouraged to let them swim in the sea or the river or anything like that.
He's not normally this loud.
Shut up. Shush. Come here. Because obviously we don't want them running off on a free run and coming back all stinky. At the end of the day, dogs are dogs, and if that's the way that they're inclined, then they will do it.
Yeah.
But with the recent hot weather, I know it didn't last very long, but Robson, especially being black, we do like to give them the opportunity to cool down.
Yeah.
It's all with the saying, mad dog's an Englishman. A puppy and an elderly dog.
He wants to be in the pool now.
He does. Will not know when they're too hot.
No.
Basically. So guide dogs have instructed us, if the temperatures are extreme, that we don't take them out sort of between 12 and 2. Obviously their walks have to be early in the morning and late in the evening. But during the day you can't expect them to stay shut up indoors all day. So we give them the opportunity of like a hard plastic pool so that they can either dip their feet in, which obviously cools them down a lot.
He's looking at you. He's talking to the camera.
And playing
You want to
it.
film this? He's learned how to talk to the camera finally.
Talking to the camera.
Mike.
Hello. And
Robson, where's the camera?
it gives them the opportunity to cool themselves down without us having to throw back some water
How does that
over.
obviously impact on a blind person once they have a black dog? I mean, what precautions do they have to do? They abide by the same thing?
All the guide dog owners abide by the same rules. They all carry a litre of water with them on a hot day, obviously, for the dogs. And if they're working in an office, obviously, hopefully it will be air conditioned during the day. And they will, to a certain degree, try and change their working times so that they can do it in the cool.
Yeah.
Obviously, if the person's a retired person, then it's not too hard for them to give them the time in the shade. And obviously, even simple things like walking down the street, they'll do it on the shaded side as opposed to the sunny side.
Aware of which side is the shade? I mean, how do you? Because
no, it will be obviously
tell.
They will feel from the
heat
which side is not. And obviously, at the end of the day, they are all very considerate of their dogs. But it is more significant with the pups and with the older dogs.
I mean, how frequently does a black guide dog come about? Are they quite rare? Or
It's 50-50 really. There's no differentiation between the black dogs and the yellow dogs. People tend to think we use the yellow dogs only because that's who we use for publicity, because they photograph better. But there's no difference between the yellow ones or the black ones.
So, I mean, is Robson free to come out here and play in his pool as much as he wants? Or
It's not got water in it all the time, obviously. No. If it's a really hot day, then I do fill it up and he can poodle in and out. But you do have to obviously take precautions. Like we've had to put mats down in the conservatory because on a slippery tiled floor he comes racing in and ends up crashing into everything. And obviously when it's colder weather he doesn't have the pool at all.
So in the winter time, obviously, how do you keep them warm? Is there like a reverse?
They're very good at keeping themselves warm. They will curl themselves up into a tight little ball, or they'll curl up together to keep warm. So we don't have to worry so much. Obviously, they're not outdoor dogs anyway. No. They're all kept indoors. So they do have all their creature comforts.
And obviously, how old is he now for our
He's
viewers?
now 10.5 months.
I was going to say,
so we're getting towards countdown now. It'll probably be only about another 3 months.
He says, we see what our viewers haven't realised is Robson's just jumped up at Mike. The reason being is we've taught him to look at the camera, and Mike, the cameraman, is totally ignoring him. Robson, where's the camera? Where's the camera?
Find the camera. Where's
Find
it?
the camera.
He doesn't want to talk.
No, you see he's ignoring him.
From here now, don't you?
What else have you been working on him recently?
He's done some train trips.
Yes.
And he seems to be quite happy with that. He's worked out he's got to curl himself up into a little space. We've done a few more bus
I was
bus
thinking the bus
trips.
went very well for his first time on the bus.
He did, and you know, he's built on that. He's a lot more confident. He settles down really quickly. We've been working obviously on his recall, which was pretty abysmal on our last filming. He still does have a little bit of dog distraction if the other dog is really playful and wants to play. But that's just like us. If somebody wants to talk, we'll talk. But eventually he will come back.
So has he already been introduced to anybody yet? Is there anybody?
No,
you have in mind?
he'll be. That will come obviously much later. He'll have to do his 3 months advanced training, and then they'll be looking at a partnership after that when he goes.
Well, the next time we see Robson, obviously he will be on a train.
He will,
We
hopefully.
could do the train
No,
today,
we couldn't do the train.
While it wasn't raining, because we've had abysmal weather.
We have.
That obviously we would quickly do him in his pool. And he seems to be much bigger now. He's nearly fully grown.
He is. He's still
Not
got a
quite.
little bit of growing in there.
Robson.
Still got to fill in those feet. Robson, sit. What's this?
No, he says, I don't want to. I'm going to hang myself on the microphone.
I'll eat the microphone.
Well, Penny, thank you very
boy.
much once
That's
again.
all right.
And thank you, Robson. And he's just waiting for food, really.
Yes.
That's all he wants.
He
is
is.
food.
He's a Labrador at the end of the day.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Good. No, leave. Sit. Stay. Sit. Good boy. Sit.
You just stick your head in.
Stood
Hello. It's your baby kiss. Thank you, darling. Off.